What? We good? Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to come into the world of the Ramon Preston Show today. It is Friday, and I'm super excited. I'm half swag and half Stella. I'm half bad and half bougie today. So for those of you that are coming on, please hit the like button. Hit the share button. Tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know your boy Ramon and the Ramon Preston Show and the squad. We are live in his house in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta right here on this fabulous Friday. Welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. And as ghetto as I might look, I'm just as a genius as I am ghetto fabulous. So ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, put in the comments what city you are watching us from today. Whatever city you represent and whatever city you're watching us from today, please drop it in the comments. Shout out to all of my Facebook, all of my YouTube, all of my social media family members and friends. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever platform you're listening and watching from, thank you so much. Your eyes, your ears, your time, your attention, it all means the world to us because we would not have a show if we did not have an audience to watch the show. So first and foremost, I want to salute you and thank you for being a part of the Ramon Preston Show. I want to thank all of our coaching members. For those of you that are part of our business coaching community, shout out to you. Thank you so much. Whoever you are, wherever you are, if you're a part of our business coaching community, I love you. I appreciate you dearly. And I want the best for you. That's why my team and I, we work so hard to give you as much value as we can. For those of you that are members of our Blueprint Game Plan, that's the online training program that we have on Ramon Preston University. Thank you so much for being a part of our community, our family. If you haven't already, I want you to visit Facebook. And when you go to Facebook, I want you to type in the RP Business Community. We have a private, exclusive Facebook page for our business community members. So whether you're a member of the business coaching program or the Blueprint Game Plan, we give all of our business community members access to that private Facebook group. It's a foundation and a platform that we're building to use for networking, as a directory, and as an opportunity for you to co-labor and coexist with other like-minded people who want to get to the next level in their businesses and in their finances. So thank all of you so much. If you're not a member of our business community, you're just a member of our tribe, you're a member of our social media following, thank you. I appreciate you as well. There has to be some connection point, and being a member of our Facebook or YouTube or LinkedIn or Instagram or Snapchat or TikTok or Twitter page, it means the world to us because it's letting us know that you appreciate what we're giving to you, because our goal is to give you as much value as we can. So for those of you that are coming on, happy Friday. Welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. I'm your host, Ramon Preston. And guess what? Every Monday through Friday, 5 days a week, we show up right here on this show and we give you information to help you properly start, structure, and scale your businesses, your ministries, your income streams, and your wealth building dreams. Our core competency here at Ramon Preston Enterprises is to show you how to properly start your business or ministry. We teach the holding company concept. We literally show you and teach you how to structure your holding company, how to structure your operating LLCs, how to structure your nonprofit organization, how to establish divisions and other subsidiaries. We also show you how to integrate into those organizations the right systems, the right processes. We teach you how to take your ideas and package them into products and services. We teach you how to price your products and services. We teach you how to market them, how to create marketing marketing systems and sales systems and how to use financial systems to maximize your profitability. All of these things we teach in our company, and we specialize in this area through our consulting division. We apply those same principles in our coaching division and in our online training division. So anywhere you connect with us, whether it's consulting, coaching, or training, we're providing that same value, that same content. And so the show, Monday through Friday, gives us an opportunity to give you a snippet, a peek into the world of RP Enterprises and what is exactly we do. For those of you that are not members of our coaching program, I have a few announcements that I'm going to be making today. Some are new and some are announcements that we've already been making, and we're just continuing to make them. So if you're interested in learning more about sales, marketing, holding companies, operating companies, if you're interested in learning more about financial systems, creative tax strategies, if you're interested in learning more about real estate investing and reallocating some of your active income into passive income opportunities, if you're interested in any of the above, I want you to just be patient, because once we get to the back end of today's show, I'm gonna give you an offer to be a part of our business coaching community. It's a $5,000 program. Actually, it is a $20,000 program, because our initial coaching program was 90 days. When we first launched our coaching division, it was a 90-day coaching program for $5,000. That means you had me and my team for 90 days, sessions within those 90 days, strategies within those 90 days, systems and processes within those 90 days. And what we decided to do, because we had an overwhelming response from people like you, solopreneurs, career professionals who wanted to transition into the business world. We had an overwhelming response from network marketers, independent contractors, and people who were on fixed incomes and W-2 jobs, just wanting to excel their lives. And because of that overwhelming response, we decided to take what was a 90-day, 3-month, $5,000 program and extend it out for a year, but keep the same price. And we've added so many other components. That 1-year business coaching program, as it stands, has everything you need from start to finish to go from zero to wherever you want to go in your business, in your ministry, in both, in your finances, in your wealth building, in your financial freedom, and everything in between. We fill those gaps to walk you through that process in that 1-year business coaching program. So be sure to stick around. We're about to discontinue this 1-year business coaching program. We've already had a few people to reach out to us just this week and say, hey, please, can you hold it for a week or two? Can you hold it for a couple days? Can you hold it until I get to the next pay period or whatever? I'm telling you, when you realize how much value we are giving in this 1-year business coaching program, and then you equally find out how regretful it is to not have made the decision to be a part of it, it's probably going to be too late, because we have other programs that we're introducing, and I'm about to introduce a new program today. So today's show, I want to talk to you about how do you put your money principles to practice? Because all week we've been talking about cash flow. We've been talking about cash flow, and I've been telling y'all all week that cash flow, bada bing, bada boom, cash flow is by far, now cash flow is not the King of Kings now. Jesus is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Don't get me to preaching today, because it's Friday. You already see I'm swagged out, I'm chilling. I got a date to go on tonight with the love of my life, my beautiful wife. We are about 2 weeks away from, no, we 1 week away, ain't we? Let me see, today is the 3rd. 2 weeks and no. Yeah, I'm saying our anniversary is the 13th. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm 10 days away from celebrating 18 years of marriage to my beautiful wife. We met 19 years ago. We met on July 27th, Saturday, July 27th, 2002. I remember the date. I remember the date. When I walked in that room and I saw her, I was like, oh my God.
You were thirsty.
Whew. I was thirsty, hungry, desperate, and any other word. I seen my wife. I was like, oh my God, that's my wife right there. I knew it from the jump.
You wanted to get married the same day.
And she was so polite and kind. I walked up to her. I was like, hey, how you doing? I shook her hand. I was like, hey, how you doing? But I gave her that, hey, how you, I gave her that, hey, how you doing? I gave her that little player smirk, like, what's up, girl? Hey there. And and she was like, hi, how are you? I was like, okay. And she got a little bougie on her. And it was a wrap. Like 3 hours later, I was on the phone with her talking. So where you at? What you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I was talking her ear off. So that was 19 years ago. And 18 years ago, we got married.
Yeah.
So we met July of 2002. And what was that? July, August, September. So 14 months later, we got married. And oh my God, it's been the best 18 years of my life. I mean, because everything that I've accomplished up to this point in my life is because I'm with her. Period. Hands down. Period. And I ain't have nothing. I know she'd be like, oh, here he go. He gonna have to tell the whole story. But I didn't have anything when I met her. And it's just so fascinating when people hear our story to realize that, like, he didn't have nothing. Like, all this dude had was, I had vision. I had a few clothes. I had a whole lot of books. I had Encyclopedia Britannicas. I had dictionaries, thesauruses. That's all I had was books and a couple pieces of clothes.
See, that's what attracted her.
Yeah, because when she talked with me, she realized that, oh my God, this dude here got some, he's got some big dreams. Because I'm there broke talking to her, like struggling, ain't got a pot to put it in, a window, throw it out. And my wife like, oh, this dude got some aspirations. Because she was asking me some of those questions. Like she was on her game. She was solid. You know, my wife went to FSU. My wife had an education. She was a store manager. She was in her career, a professional. Yeah. I'm from the hood, you know, got saved in a trap house. But I had dreams. I had vision. I was self-educated. I didn't have no degrees, but you couldn't take what was up here. And when she started asking me those questions about my future and about what I want to do in life and where I see myself going, that girl was like, okay, this dude here, yeah. He just needs somebody to believe in him, to get behind him. And she did it. Yeah. She believed in me. That's why. And I say this, I don't care about people feeling whatever they feel about it. I'm thankful, I'm blessed, I'm grateful. I'm honored to be able to say, my wife, 18 years later, she ain't got a want for nothing.
Yeah, that's good.
That's one problem she don't have on this 18th anniversary. Money is not her problem. And she never had that issue. She's always had for herself. But she really, really ain't got that problem now because she knows she got a winner. She got a man that's in front of her. And she know there are some areas she's in front of me. She's a boss. She's a boss. She's a lioness. She's a queen. So shout out to my beautiful wife. We are 10 days away from celebrating our anniversary. And I just had to throw that out. So I'm starting to get excited because I know next Friday this time is going to be my last day in the office for a whole week. Yeah. I'm going to be gone for a whole week.
A whole week, yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're going to be by the water for a whole week. Okay. But guess what? None of that. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. Mm-hmm. Outside of the favor of God. Because we know God's favor has a lot to do with it, right? Outside of the anointing of God, outside of being obedient. A lot of that is spiritual. But if you just look at the practical, like the mechanical, the economic aspect of life, if we just dissected those areas for a moment, I have to say by far the reason why my wife and I, outside of the spiritual side, all right, we're not diminishing that, but if we just looked at it from a pure practical, mechanical, or economic perspective, the reason why my wife and I are where we are in our lives is because we learned how to put money principles to practice. We came together as a team and we made a certain decision to get a certain place, which, by the way, for all of you that are booed up, all of you couples, all y'all that's ready to get married and have a relationship and just enjoy life, you need to get on oneness with your spouse. Watch this. When it comes to cash flow, you need to get on the same page with them, because some of y'all ain't on the same page. Some of y'all around here still don't even know what each other doing with y'all money. That's why you're losing. I'm going to be the one to tell you today. Like, I'm finna really offend some people today. You and your spouse, or you and your partner, if you are in a partnership business with someone, don't even have to be a relationship. It could just be you and your cousin got a business, or you and your friend, or you and your uncle, or your parents, or whatever. Y'all got to get on the same page. My wife and I, we knew that we had to put our money principles to practice. So all week this week, we've been talking about cash flow and how cash flow is king. So when I say cash flow is king, here's what I mean. What I mean by that is cash flow is by far the most important, and I'm getting real deep on this one, economic component. And for those of you who don't look at cash flow as the most economic component, let me give you a few reasons why you don't look at it that way. You don't look at cash flow as one of the most, or the most important economic component of your life, because you probably have your mind fixed on getting loans, getting paydex scores, getting credit scores up, getting credit cards, getting trade lines. You're looking at everything except the main thing. That's why I don't pay attention to all these internet wannabe gurus who always trying to talk you into figuring out a nuanced way to actually do what you should be focusing more on doing, and that is making money. So we're using the word cash flow to give a more broader explanation of that. But when I say cash flow is king, I'm saying cash flow is the most important economic component of your life. Now, let's break this down, because today is going to be like an overview so you can learn, or a summary, so you can learn how to put your money principles to practice. So cash flow is king, right? That's number one. Cash flow is king. All right. Cash flow is by far the most important economic component of your life. So what is cash flow? Well, when we dissect or deconstruct cash flow, we realize that cash flow has 5 levels. The first level of cash flow is income. All right. So now let's look at the word cash flow. That's the word, right? We got cash flow. So what's another word we can use for cash flow? Okay, I just said it. Income. Okay, so what's another word can we use for income? Money. So today we're talking about how to put our money principles to practice. So when we say we want to put our money principles to practice, we're saying we want to put what? The things we learned about our income to practice. When we say that, what are we meaning? We want to learn how to take cash flow and actually work it in a way that we start winning financially. Because when you think about economics, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in that world. Economics reflects credit, debt, liabilities, assets, net worth, investing, wealth building, income, cash flow, all those things. But I want you to wrap your mind around what the main thing should be. So what we're saying today, in a summary or in a broader overview of what we talked about all week, is what we're saying is, if cash flow is king and income is the first level of cash flow, and that is by far our number one wealth building tool, it all centers around that word money. How many of y'all following me so far? If you have any questions, I want you to just drop the questions in the comments so that we can answer the questions. So we want to figure out how to put our money, our money principles to practice. And again, let's not confuse, please, ladies and gentlemen, let's not confuse cash flow and income with money. Let's simplify this. Let's use money as a kind of synonym or similar word to income. Let's use money as a synonym or similar word to cash flow. So if we're going to play the cash flow game because cash flow is king, if we're going to play the income game because income is our number one wealth building tool, let's just simplify it by saying we need to play the money game. We need to play the money game. And for all of you extra saved and super deep people who feel like, you know what, the love of money is the root of all evil, who say we're loving money just because we're getting it? Who say we love money just because we're moving towards it? Who say we love money because we're learning about it? That sounds dumb. No. The love of money is the root of all evil when the love of money is more important than your love for God and your love for his kingdom and your love for his service and his people. None of that is more important than money. Here's the truth. Because of my love for God, because of my love for God's kingdom, because of my love for God's assignment and his people, because that love is so important and so overwhelming, I am willing to take a look at the world I live in. And I see that because I'm in this world, even though I'm not of this world, I'm still in this world. And when I look at the intimate details of this world, I realize that this world is set up as an economic world. It's built on economics. It's built on economies, which means that in order for me to flow fluently and successfully in certain cycles, in certain systems, in certain worlds, I need what they overwhelmingly use to flow and to succeed. And in most economic systems in this world, they use money or some type of currency. So I'm just looking to get this so that I can do that. Because the more of this I have, the more opportunities for me to do what I want to do for God, what I want to do for his kingdom, what I want to do for his church, for his people, for my tribe, for my family. Like, we got to get out of this thing acting like just because we love God, we don't need money. I mean, come on. Let's get past that. So how to put your money principles to practice? How do you put your money principles to practice? Well, in order for you to put your money principles to practice, first of all, you have to learn about money. You have to learn about money. And let me tell you something right now. Your relationship with money, hear this. Your relationship with money today, is a reflection of your knowledge about money. How much money we have right now, all of us, if you look at your bank accounts and see how much money you have, that is a reflection of your relationship with money. And your relationship with money is a reflection of the knowledge and the information you have about money. So when you think about money, here's what I want you to think about. Information, or another word could be knowledge. And then you think about relationship. And then when you think about relationship, then, man, can I get a new eraser? I mean, not eraser. Can I get a new marker? That one over. That thing is cheesy. I don't know where we bought those markers from. We got a whole box of them. Let me get a new one.
Did you throw that?
Yeah, I threw it. Yeah, I threw it. Man, these markers go out fast. Or is it me just running my mouth and using the board every day?
Exactly.
Oh, look at that. That's a little... See, I think this is confirmation why I got to get that Google board.
He just showed it to me.
I just showed it to her. Remember I told you I seen a pastor with it? And the pastor put a video up. Yeah. I saw our rich uncle with it first. He was the one that I first saw using it. And I was like, boy, Unc, he doing it with that thing. And then when I seen the pastor with it, I was like, God, is you trying to say something? Do I need to go take them $5,000 and go get that board? Man, I'm going to spend them $5 on that board. For real, for real. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, your money, when you look at your money, what do you need to be looking at? Wherever your money is right now, I don't care what dollar amount. I know exactly to the dollar how much money I have, how much cash money I have right now. I know how much cash money I have. I know how much equity I have. I know how much my assets are worth. I know the value and the valuation of everything that I own and that I control. But I'm just talking about money right now, just liquid forms of income. When I look at money, when you look at money, right? Or maybe you have money opportunities. You might have a line of credit that's worth a certain dollar amount. You may have assets that are cash flowing. You may have a net worth or some valuation that you can actually go turn into a form of money, even if it's not 100% of it. Like in real estate, you can have a piece of property and you might get a loan to value, maybe 60 to 70% of that value that you can get a loan on. So whatever the dollar amount is that you can calculate, whatever that dollar amount is that you know you have access to in order to make some moves, in order to create more cash flow opportunities, here's what I want you to understand. That number that we have is directly associated to the information we have. So what you don't know about money, it's what's keeping you at that certain dollar amount right now. And whatever you do know about money, you see how much you know based on that dollar amount. Am I making sense? So however much money you got right now, please understand that money that's in the form of a dollar amount is showing you how much information you have. So if you broke, you're not money broke, you're information broke. You just missed it. Bars. Did you hear what I just said? If you are money broke, you're actually not money broke. You're information broke. Ooh. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, without a vision, the people perish. If I had my Google board, I could type it up and pull it up. I'm going to keep saying it till I got it. If I had my Google board, I can pull it up and show you on the screen. I can actually do it on this screen. I'm just capping right now. I can pull it up on that screen. I don't know why I'd be acting crazy. But here's my point, ladies and gentlemen. Here's my point. However much money you got right now, or the value of the assets that you can go turn in and get money from, that's because of the information you have. So if you're going to put your money principles to practice, you got to make sure you have the right money principles. So for me, the principles that I had to learn 3.5 years ago when I was, like buried in debt, like the beginning of 2018, my wife and I, we relocated to Buckhead, to the business community of Atlanta, almost 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago, we moved here. And the beginning of 2018, my wife and I got together. We had our board meeting, me and her, just two-person team. And we was like, we got to get our game up. The first thing we did was not call creditors. The first thing we did was not try to get a line of credit. The first thing we did was not try to get a better logo. The first thing we did was not try to find investors or people to sponsor some type of idea we had. The first thing we did, listen to me, was we started gathering what? Information. Because we realized that all the information we had, which was enough to keep us being six-figure earners. Every year we were earning six figures, but that's the farthest we could go. And every time we had a bump, like it looked like, oh, we was going to be in multiple six figures, something happened and we back down to six figures. And those six figures, as soon as they came in, guess what was happening? They was all going out, because our practice was based on our information. So some of you, when I talk about our blueprint game plan, our online program, when I talk about coaching, even if it's not me, but for you, if you are in the faith community, if you saved, if you got the Holy Ghost, if you love God, you love God's people, you just feel me, because we might have some connectivity, even if it's not from our relationship in the church. It might be because of where I come from. I come from the streets. I was saved in a trap house. I was uneducated. I quit school. I finally, by the grace of God, got a GED, I think at 20 years old, I was probably 20 years old when I got my GED, or 19. And that was just me getting out of jail and being convinced to go take a test. And I did it because I didn't want to disappoint the few people that was believing in me. And it was like 3 or 4 people at the time. And they was almost like, bruh, come on, man. You just, for real, you gonna just stay in the streets and stay in jail and stay high? So my point is, wherever me and you meet, I want you to understand, 3.5 years ago, when my wife and I made that decision, the first decision we made was, we need information. We need information. Some of you entrepreneurs, some of you people trying to get out of the workforce and get out of your career and become full-time business owners, if you're focusing on everything except getting information, this is why you're not practicing success. This is why you're not moving. This is why there's no productivity or progress. You cannot, please, if you're taking notes, let me give you a bar. Let me give you a real bar. You cannot move. Oh, wow. Bada bing, bada boom. Man, I was waiting for this phone call. This is a really good call. I mean, this call is so important. I'm not taking it. I missed it. I see they called and left a message. This is a that's called from the other day. So yeah, that's a multi 7-figure call, huh?
That's the call from this morning?
Yeah. Anyway,
Praise God.
yeah, we gonna leave that there till we get off this live.
We gonna pack up 'cause
The devil is a lie. She talking about we finna pack up because we rich. You crazy. So information. Everything revolves around information, right? This is where it starts at. So my wife and I, we were making 6 figures. We was, life was good, but we had information that would only give us the ability to practice on a certain level. So we were practicing on a 6-figure level. Our practice was a 6-figure practice. Why was it? Does anybody know why we were practicing on a 6-figure level? Right here, look. Because we had 6-figure information. Even if we were getting information from millionaires, it wasn't enough to push that practice to $1 million level. And so in 2018, my wife and I came into the year and I was like, I'm not listening to nobody who ain't a billionaire. If they're not running a $1 billion organization, I'm not listening to them no more. Because a whole lot of these millionaires that I was listening to, what they were saying was really not practical. It was not practical. So a lot of the internet gurus and a lot of the infomercials and a lot of the people who were probably selling certain ideas, just because they were selling ideas and that information was idea based, because that information wasn't based on their real practice, they were giving me information based on ideas and I couldn't put those ideas to practice. And I was trying to figure out, man, I'm doing what they say do. They say do this, do that, do this, do that, buy this, buy that, use this, use that, and I'm still here. 6 figure. You know why? Because my information was based on some ideas. They might have been getting 7 and 8 figures off of their ideas, but they were not selling something that was actually being practiced. So they were just selling the idea. So for those of you, and we just had this conversation earlier, didn't we, about how, and you was listening in on our coaching call yesterday. We're in a coaching program, and so the billionaire that's coaching me and my team, he on speaker, and we on there, and he's spitting game, and he's steady talking. And here's one of the things he said, because one of the guys was like, man, I'm reading this book, I'm trying to read a book a week, and blah blah blah. He was like, okay. He asked him 1 or 2 questions, and then he was like, so why you listening to all of them? And the guy was like, well, what had happened? Because what he teaching. And the guy was like, I know what he wanted to say. What he wanted to say was, I'm a billionaire. Why you're not listening to me? The only person you should be listening to is me. If I'm making money, and I'm not telling those of you that follow me to just listen to me. You do what you want to do. But what I am going to say is, those of you, if you ain't where I am, and I'm giving you access to all the information that I practice, that's gotten me past 6 figures, that's gotten me to 7 figures, and that's going to get me to 8 and 9 and 10 figures, why is you listening to people who still stuck at 4? They ain't even got 5 figures put up. Like, why? You got to make a decision to not only get information, but get the right information. So who am I going to take information from? I'm going to take information from somebody who's giving me more than just an idea. I'm going to take information from somebody who's actually putting that information to practice, and I see it. I see it. I see it. One of the things I love, and I don't care what people call it, bragging or showing off. I don't care what people say. I'm representing my tribe. I'm representing my family. I want to be the GOAT. I want to live up to that. When my family members be calling me the GOAT of the family, I'm like, I want to live up to that. I want to make y'all proud. When you see what we doing, know we doing this for we. This is for us. This ain't just for me. We all winning right here. But it does my heart well when we have people that come visit our headquarters, and when they walk into our suite, they like, man, you up here in the high rise in Buckhead, y'all got to be doing something right. Cause like, I can hide behind an internet computer. I could be on social media. You know how you put the fake background up, like I'm in a high rise. You can fake it if you want to, until somebody wants to come see you in person. And you like, well, I'm over here at Starbucks right now, so you can come by Starbucks. No, boo, you capping. Because we get so many people on, especially YouTube, they always coming on there capping, trying to talk like they know what they talking about. Child, boo, you ain't doing nothing. My people, the people who follow me and listen to me, and people who believe in me and take what I tell them, they know I'm telling the truth. They know I'm not lying to them. So my point is, if you want to learn how to put your money principles to practice, number 1, you got to get the right information. And if you are a part of our community, you done bought the blueprint game plan, you in my coaching program, I got to tell you what my billionaire rich uncle told one of the guys on our coaching call last night. You shouldn't be listening to nobody else. You shouldn't be listening to nobody else. I walked into a complex the other day, right? And one of the properties we know around here. So I walk in there and going to meet my wife. And one of the guys that sit in the front, he was like, oh my God. So he was like, oh man. I'm like, what's going on? And he started telling me how my wife caught him reading the Next Level book. Yeah, and she took a screenshot and sent it to me today. She seen him. He was behind the desk, and he was reading it. And he was just telling me, he was like, I'm just saying this to you because I don't want you to think I I planned that because your wife was coming through or whatever. He was like, she just happened to catch me reading it. And he's like, I got it all marked up because he's like, man, that book changed the game for me. We're talking about the Next Level book, a 76-page book. And when he said it, I was like, oh, wow, because I knew that book went over a lot of people's head. Because a lot of people who read that book, when I got responses and reviews for them, I know they didn't get it. Oh, I got the book. Oh, you enjoyed it? Yeah, it was good. You ain't understand it. You missed the memo. I know you missed it. Because you probably wasn't, and I had a few people that criticized me about the book when I first wrote it and put it out. I had a few religious leaders who criticized me because they felt like it wasn't spiritual enough, number one. When but this young man, he's so intelligent. He's a very, very intelligent young man, educated, doing well. He said something to me and I was like, oh my God, you got it. He was like, every time I read certain, because you know, I'm one of those like statement people. I'm one of those clause types people. So I say, if you're going to go here, there, if, with. I'm always like throwing that cadence of bars in what I say, right? And he caught that cadence. And he was like, I'm so glad when I was reading the book, he said, I was thinking to myself, I'm so glad I actually know the author. He said, because this is one of those books that when somebody like me reads it, the first thing comes to your mind. Here's what he said. The first thing comes to your mind is what made him say that? Like, why did he say that? But because you don't know the author, you can't ask the author, like, what were you, like, why did you say that on page 8? And he was like a kid in the candy store. He was like, oh my God, I wish I had my book. But next time I see you, I'm gonna have my book because I got stuff highlighted. I wanted to know. When I saw Ramon, I was going to ask you, like, what were you thinking? And then I started giving him a little bit of my story. And here's what he said. He was like, if this first book that you wrote is this, he was like, man, I can't wait to read your next book. And I said, guess what? My second book that I wrote, The School of a Prophet, is not even about anything economic. It's about me as a prophet and my experience as a prophetic, creative individual who's like out there in la la land in my head. And he was like, that's exactly what I want to know. Because he was like, for you to say this and that, you got to be like light years ahead in your perspective about things. Why am I saying that? Here's why I'm saying it. Because if you're learning information from me about money and business, you probably don't get it until you get it. Because you got to listen to me a lot in order to realize that's what he said. Oh, I got it. I remember somebody told me that a couple months ago. They was like, you kept saying every time I met with you, one of our coaching clients, she was like, every time I meet with you, you say, but you got to do the math. You got to do the math. She was like, what does he keep saying? I got to do the math. What do you mean by math? You need your calculator. That should be your best friend. But she didn't catch it. And she say she went on there and started watching some of the videos on the financial literacy. And she was like, the light came on. She was like, oh my God, I gotta know every time I make a statement or say something that I want to do, I should see numbers. I was like, bing, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. You can tell it's Friday. We're here having fun. We just enjoying ourselves. Oh my God. Hey, ain't no leaving. We got a 1 o'clock, don't we? Yes. And I think we got a guest coming. Somebody's coming. They want to see The Office. Y'all should be so proud. This is the second guest this week that want to come up and see The Office. We got people who just want to come through and be like, I want to see what y'all doing up there. Information. We're going to have what is it? A cover charge? A tour fee. Information, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, once you start learning information, then you got to get knowledge. Information is really not knowledge. Information is just information. You're being informed about certain topics. But once you are informed enough, that information, oh my God, I got to teach this thing. Yeah, I got to start over. Yeah, I got to start over because I see I'm in a master class right now. I'm in a master class right now. Somebody put in the comments, teach prophet, teach man of God. So we got money. We got money, right? We got information. We got knowledge.
Somebody said they went straight to Amazon to buy the book.
We got knowledge. What did I say? We got knowledge, and then I said practice. I'm showing you how to put your money principles to practice. I'm showing you right here. Prophet Ramon, how do I put my money principles to practice? I'm showing you right here. Write that down. Write that down. So here it is. If you want money, or if you want more money, first of all, you do not want money because you want money. There's another nuance. You do not want money because you want money. So listen to me. Say, I want money. Lots and lots of money. I want money, but I don't want money because I want money. I want money, watch this, because I got things I need to do for God. I got things I want to do for my church. I got things I want to do for my tribe. I got things I want to do for my family. I got staff I want to make sure that they're never wanting for nothing. I promise you, my staff know that. I promise them. They got my word on it. I'm going to get you to the promised land. We building something huge. That's why I want money. So you see how that looks? When I see money, what do I actually see? Man, what I want to do for God, what I want to do for the church, what I want to do for my tribe, what I want to do for my family, what I want to do for my staff, what I want to do for my community. Okay? So if you want more money, here's what you have to do. This is how you're going to learn to put it to practice. You got to get the right information. What do you mean the right information? You should not be listening to people who are on your level. If you're not making six figures, you shouldn't be taking information. You should not be informed. Do you see the root word for information? What is the root word for information? Informed. Informed. I'm teaching you a class right now. This is a master class on money. I want you to write the word information down. The root word for information is what? Informed. Look at, I want you to break this down. See, I'm like an etymologist, a self-made etymologist. So etymology is the study of words, just in case you don't know that. So when you look at a word, you got to look at the structuring of the word. How was the word structured? Why was it put together like that? Well, look at informed. So here's one word, form. So now money, told you I'm finna teach you now. Money is not a word. Move that. Money is a digit. So now I got to go from words to what? Digits. That was for free, y'all. You do not know about money if you still see the word. Because first of all, you should be seeing people, God, family, life, legacy. And that should be converted into numbers and digits. Because if it don't make dollars or digits, it don't make sense. So most people cannot make sense of getting more money because they don't have digits in replace of the word money. And they don't even have the fuel and the motivation from God and from their family and people. So now, in order for me to learn to get more digits and more numbers to do more for the people and the things that mean most to me, I have to hear enough data until that data does what? Form something where? Where is it going to be formed? In me. Man, I'm finna go. I got a date to go on. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all, some of y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all ain't ready for me, man. They not ready for me, I'm telling you. So when I start having conversations about money, immediately, guess what my mind goes to? My mind goes to numbers and digits. Me and my team, they'll tell you almost every day when we have our briefings and we sitting down and we talking about stuff, they already know what they're going to end up hearing. Let's do the math. Well, y'all calculators, do the math on it. And one of them going to be like, uh-oh, here we go. We finna get it in now. We finna get it in. Form inside of you. I need enough data that is high level data. So depending on how high you want to go, see, I want to be a billionaire, so I have to listen to billionaires. I have to listen to trillionaires. I have to listen to people who run $1 trillion companies. I have to get information from people who literally have sovereign wealth funds and who have private equity funds and who have crowd funds, who are doing tens and hundreds of billions and even a few $1 trillion. Because my data has to be thick enough and rich enough to form in me, watch this, the right weight of intelligence, so that what has been formed in me, catch this, gives me the what? The what? Oh my God. It gives me the knowledge. I got the know. But look at the word knowledge. It's know. This is ledge and edge. So what happens is you get to a point to where you ever talk to somebody and you can tell that they know what they talking about. If you sitting at a table with somebody and they talking or they're listening, they might be laid back. But if you ask them a question about what they know, what do? Like I said, hey, I'm finna tell you something. What just happened? Their knowing brought them to the edge of the ledge. They like, oh, I know this. Or if you go in a room and you ask somebody a question and you know they know the answer and you say, how many of y'all know about marketing in here? How many of y'all know what a SEO means? We're going to be around here like, we're going to shrink back. You know why? Because we don't know. The person who knows is going to step up to the ledge and say, uh-oh, I got the edge in the room because I know. How did I know? Because I let certain data form in me about that area to now it's become a part of my MO. When you get to that level, guess what you can do now? You can put it to practice. All of that was for free, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who are ready, I want you to stop procrastinating. Stop playing yourself. Stop playing yourself. Please stop it. Stop tricking yourself into thinking that at some point, you're going to be ready to do what you know at no point you're going to be ready to do. Some of you right now, you just need to go ahead and make the decision. You need to go ahead and make the decision. That ain't the one. Where is my price list? Do I have my new price list? Yeah, I can't find it. I don't know where it is. I can't find it right now. I got so many other things in this computer. It's definitely not y'all fault because y'all done gave me so many. Y'all done gave me so many. Bada bing, bada boom. There it is. I got one here. So right behind me, ladies and gentlemen, is our 1-year business coaching program. Now, I told y'all I had a few announcements I wanted to make. And so let me stop getting ghetto and let me get for real for a few moments. Listen, I put together this 1-year business coaching program. I mean, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I put this program together to really help the people in our tribe, in our community. Many of you who are a part of our tribe and our community, I put this 1-year business coaching program together with you in mind. Because as a business consultant who runs a business consulting firm, who understands how important it is to maintain integrity as a business consultant, meaning that most business consultants really don't mesh consulting with coaching. And if they do, their coaching programs or services are going to be really, really expensive because they're probably getting a lot of money consulting. Like, it's nothing for our consulting firm to do a multi 5-figure deal because of the type of work we put in as consultants to help groups or investors or associations or partnerships or business owners with multiple entities. What we do to help them put that organizational infrastructure together, it's worth tens of thousands of dollars. But I knew most of the people that are in our community who are W-2 employees, who are on fixed incomes, who might be in certain careers, whether it's ministry or maybe network marketing or independent contracting. Most of you who are in that space don't have the resources or the support to move over into more professional, sophisticated aspects of business ownership. This 1-year business coaching program does that for you. So you don't have to own a business to be in this business coaching program. You don't have to be successful in business. What you have to be is committed to what? You have to be committed to the things and the people that mean most to you. And because of your commitment to those things and those people, you're probably in need of more money. Wherever that money comes from, you still need more of that to do that, right? All right, well, in order for you to get more of that, you have to learn how to convert those words into numbers and digits, how to get more numbers and digits in your bank account, how to get more numbers and digits on your profit and loss statement. How do you do that? Well, getting the right data. Getting informed, letting that information, that data get formed in you until you know. And now that gives you the edge so that when you are out here banging and knocking on doors and calling and doing all the things that you're doing, you start seeing different results, and people will look at you and say, oh my God, you're just so gifted. You're just such a special person. And you'll be able to say to them, yes, God gifted me. God chose me. I am special. I am a royal priesthood. But in addition to that, I complemented it with information, knowledge, and practice. And so I don't want you to keep procrastinating and setting aside and putting off what you know you need to do because you're already feeling like you're playing catch up. And this 1-year business coaching program is going to provide for you the support. It's going to provide for you the training. It's going to provide for you the strategies and the solutions you need to actually move that financial money needle up. Now, in this 1-year business coaching program, what's wrong?
The form B and 150, and then we got form at 1 call. So it's 12.
Okay, good.
Get down.
I know I'm getting in, right? So thank you so much, PA. So this 1-year business coaching program, it comes with a lot of benefits, all right? The first benefit is we provide for you a free complimentary initial one-on-one coaching session. So I personally take about 2 hours to help you develop a game plan, to identify what your goals, to figure out what systems and structures and what processes and products and services and prices that you need in order to achieve those goals, okay? Once we put that together, then we put you on what we call our 52-week coaching track. It's a program. So you get 52 weeks of live Zoom coaching calls. Every Monday at 5 o'clock, I host live Zoom coaching calls. You come on, you learn, you get empowered, get trained, get educated, and we have an amazing Q&A. We also give you access to our quarterly group coaching masterminds. These are 4-hour events we host every quarter doing deep dives on just about every subject that covers your business and your finances. We also give you access to 4 quarterly VIP workshops. These are 4-hour events, but these events are tailored to train you on the most important aspects or what we consider to be the 4 pillars of business success. So we teach you on sales. If you see that right there, we teach you on sales. We teach you how to create a sales system, a sales process. We teach you about marketing. We teach you about holding companies, divisions, subsidiaries, how to build your organizational enterprise out, for profit or nonprofit or both. We teach you how to run your financial systems, how to configure QuickBooks, how to utilize creative tax strategies to minimize your tax liability, maximize your profitability. We also give you access to our world-class Blueprint Game Plan. So our Blueprint Game Plan is our online training program for business and finance. It's a separate program. We put this in our coaching program and give you access to it 1 year for free, so that throughout the 52 weeks, even in between the weekly coaching calls, the quarterly masterminds, the quarterly workshops, you still have access to an on-demand, interactive platform where you could be trained 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, from your phone, from your tablet, from any device with internet access. So you have it on demand at all times. Let's say, for example, there's something you need to know about business or finances or holding companies, or there are certain documents or forms you need, an operating agreement or whatever. You're able to go to this on-demand platform, scroll, find it, pull it, watch it, do whatever you need to do. And guess what? You also, in our coaching program, get a personal coaching coordinator. So we blanket all of this with a personal coaching coordinator that you can reach out to. You could text, you could email, you could call if you have questions. We always have clients in our coaching program that call us. Hey, I'm in the middle of doing a contract, or I'm in the middle of filing my paperwork, or I'm in the process of doing A, B, and C. I have a business opportunity. Can you just give me a quick perspective on what I need to do or how I need to word it? We get that all the time, but we provide that to people who are in our business coaching community. So this is going to be discontinued very, very soon. If you want access to this and get the advantage of what we're offering in this 1 year business coaching program, I want you to text the word coaching to 404-478-7213. Text the word coaching to 404-478-7213. And guess what? Within the next few hours, probably, we're going to start campaigning for our upcoming certification program. We're going to be launching the RP Business Certification Program for consultants and coaches. So what that means is we're going to be certifying, like literally certifying, university certified. We're going to be certifying individuals who want to, like, literally be in the profession of consulting and coaching. And so there are a lot of companies, there are a lot of organizations. Matter of fact, we have clients in our coaching program who have certifications from the John Maxwell's of the world and other well-known certification institutions. But the difference between a lot of them and us is we're going to certify you, but you're going to be certified as a consultant and coach, but we're going to show you our way of consulting and coaching. So even if there's certain specific industries or areas that you feel like your core competencies are in, well, when you add the business consulting, the business coaching, and the way we use our systems and processes to provide that type of consulting, when you add that to yours, it's going to bang. It's going to be like explosive for you. And we have a proven track record. We have history to show that the way we do it, it works. It's absolutely amazing. And so we're going to be providing certifications through our business certification program. So for those of you who see a future in being full-time business consultants or coaches, or consultants and coaches in your own field, but you want to blanket it with the business expertise, you want to be certified under our banner, under our umbrella, to literally have that badge to say, I am RP University certified. If you want that, I want you to reach out to us and let us know, because we want to plug you into that certification program. We're actually going to be offering some early bird specials to those of you who are already in our business ecosystem. So whether you are a coaching client, especially if you're a coaching client, but even if you're a Blueprint Game Plan member, or if you're just a member of our community and you really want to elevate your professional career as a consultant or coach, we're going to be providing that certification. And following that, literally, we're going to be offering licensing programs where you're able to literally become a licensee and use all of our training, all the same information anywhere in the world, and it will be your business because you will be a licensee and you will be able to make money using our proprietary system, our proprietary information, our intellectual property, our processes, and you don't even have to not only reinvent the wheel, you don't even have to create the wheel. All you're going to do is just get it delivered to you and have our organization support you as you go out there and make it happen for you and for your family and for your legacy. So reach out to us, text the word coaching. If you're interested in consulting or certifications or licensing, text the word certification, text the word license or certification or license or both. Text that to 404-478-7213, because once we officially launch it out into the public, we're going to be taking people in, we're going to be processing and interviewing, and we're going to take them through our evaluation and start preparing you for the certification and or for the licensing so that you can not only make money, but make a big impact in the world. I love y'all. I want y'all to have an amazing weekend. Happy Labor Day. I'll see you Monday, same place, same time, right here on the Ramon Preston